Howdy ho, Andrew here. Welcome to the Onion Buns and welcome to my Monday. I don't know what to call this video, so let's just call it hilarity in drunken escapades. How's that? So I spent a good portion of my age 8, well actually 15. On my first cooking job I was 15 years old or 14 years old maybe. But let's say from 14 to my late 30s, I was in the hotel, restaurant, hospitality industry. I was a chef, I was a cook, I was a kitchen manager, I was a food and beverage manager, I was a waiter, I was room service, I was even a bouncer one time against my will. And I delivered pizzas too. So I just ran the gauntlet of the hotel restaurant industry. And I used to do a series on this channel that I recounted stories. It was Thrilling Adventures of IT and Hospitality, where I told stories from when I managed a third-party call center for tech support and customer service for cable and internet, and from my hospitality days. And some of those stories are very R-rated, because once alcohol's involved, everything goes out the window. Like I've delivered pizzas where I show up at the door and the girl peers to the door butt-ass naked. I'm just going to pick up the delivery guy because, real life is a porno after all. And it was the same thing for room service. It's like, after the bar closes, you get that late night munchy call and you go up at like 2 a.m. to deliver room service, and there's the girl butt ass naked, come on in. Or they got the robe on and accidentally on purpose the robe just magically falls to the floor. I have been hit on so many times from drunk women, and everybody always talks about how bad drunk guys are, and drunk guys can be really quite boorish to say the least. But for really, really crude behavior, you want to be looking at the drunk women that struck out in the bar. I used to know this guy. Now, there was nothing special about this guy. Like, he'd go to a bar and he would strike out all night long. Like, no sober girl was looking at him. So he gave up trying that route because it just cost him money buying drinks. What he would do is he would show up at a bar here in Edmonton and he'd stand at the exit right at last call and he'd just wait. And he'd wait and he'd watch girls coming out who were drunk and they had struck out in the bar. So typically we're not talking about the gorgeous girls. We're talking about the rest. And he would just stand at the door and he'd go, "Want to bleep? Want to bleep? Want to bleep?" And I'm going to say 7 out of 10 times, he'd go home with the girl because they have struck out all night long. They went to that bar for one reason, and that was to get picked up, and they did not get picked up. So they were coming out of the bar. They were kind of dejected. They were drunk, tipsy, whatever. And here's this guy making the offer, which was ultimately the reason they went to the bar. So, okay, he's nothing to write home about, but neither are they. So they hook up and they go. So nothing surprises me with drunk women. Nothing. And I got this video today, and this is what it appears to me is. You got this drunk girl, at least she looks drunk to me. I only watched 3 minutes of this video, so I will be watching the majority of this video for the first time with you. And she is trying to sneak into a nightclub in New Jersey, I believe it is. And the bouncers are stopping her, and then the police get involved, and she gets arrested, and the story progresses from there. But my initial reaction to this is she is a drunk girl looking to get picked up in a bar. She's going in by herself. Typically a girl, you got 2 different types of girls that go to these bars. You got the girls that show up with their boyfriends or girlfriends, groups, and that's a social event. And then you have the single girls that show up, and they are only looking for one thing. And she is determined to get into this. So yeah. So anyway, let's take a watch, because apparently this gets really quite funny from what I've been reading.
I'll call the cops on you, you idiot.
I have a cop.
I wasn't doing anything wrong, you idiots! I'm not lawyers here. Okay. Lawyers now!
Don't do it. Okay, well.
There's something in the air at a bar in Belmar, New Jersey, where police are responding to multiple reports of unruly patrons.
Relax. You can touch her. I'll touch her. Just have a go. Yeah, 4 for 2. Here, let's come out here.
So I hated being a bouncer. Like I said, I actually wasn't hired as a bouncer. I was hired as a cook. But I was 6'2", around 200, 210 pounds at the time. I was actually looking at becoming a professional wrestler. And so when something happened in the lounge, I wasn't in a bar. It was the restaurant I worked in. We had a lounge. And when something happened in the lounge, the manager, Chico. Now, Chico was like 5'6", maybe $125 at most. Little Mexican guy. And he'd come screaming into the kitchen, Andy, come quick. And I'd come out and, I usually just diffuse the situation. There'd be no fight or anything. But this one time, it just sticks out in my head. So he comes running to the back. Andy, come here. So I come out into the bar. And this is Edmonton, Alberta. So back in the 80s, you got a lot of rig pigs. And what I mean by rig workers. So there was this one rig worker who, I don't know if he was causing a disturbance. I mean, he was honestly pretty mellow when I got out there. But Chico had a burr up his ass that he wanted this guy gone. There's only one problem. This guy was like 6'5", 6'7". I was 6'2", and I'm like, oh crap. And I'm gonna guess, like, I was 200 to 210 pounds. This guy was 250 easily of pure muscle. He was a rig pig. If you don't know what a rig pig is, these are the guys that work manual labor on the oil rigs. It is grueling, hard, physical work. So you go out there for 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, you are usually shredded in muscle. And that's what this guy was. So I come out and I'm like, oh crap. So I'm talking to the guy, and like I said, the guy actually pretty cool. So I don't know what was going on, but I'm talking to the guy, and Chico is standing behind me, and he's poking his arm, like my arm's like this, and he's poking his arm through between my arm and my chest. And so say this is my arm and my chest here. He's poking his arm like this, and he's poking the rig pig in the chest, screaming at him, you get out. And I'm just like, oh Christ, I'm gonna die here. This is the end. Luckily the guys recognized I had nothing to do with Chico, and I had no control over him. So he gave me a break, because it would have been bad for me. I freaking hated bouncing, but you're working. So dealing with drunks, I always have great appreciation for the bouncers that, like, you got two types of bouncers. You got the cool bouncers that are just trying to calm the situation and get the parties out. And then you got the bouncers that are actually looking for a fight. These guys on this video, it looked like they were just trying to calm the situation and get the parties out. But then you got this psycho chick.
Let's come out here, boss. Let's come out here. You're good. Have a good night. What's up, bud? How are you? It's good to go. Hi, buddy.
The officer sends some rowdy visitors on their way, but this wild night is far from over. Take a look at the woman seen here as she ducks under a divider and tries to run into the bar.
Oh no, we got another one. Gotta go, hon. Time to go.
Police identify the woman as Jenna Gutcho, who's not exactly...
What a name. I hope she goes around going, hi, my name's Jenna, because that's a hell of a last name.
Walking away so easily.
So if she's not drunk, she's stoned. Like, you can see her eyes. Oh, what's going on? Dude, Dave's not here.
I'll call the cops on you, you idiot.
I am a cop.
Yeah,
You let go, I got both.
use the power, you idiot. Really? So you guys have better stuff to do? Please don't touch me. I don't like touching me. Honestly, I don't like
Right now, you're my responsibility.
I think you're gross.
I'm okay with that.
I think you're gross.
One has a female, one
So you guys have better stuff to do? No? Nothing better than this?
6'5", 41. I'll be coming.
Arrest a 22-year-old girl? Crazy. I'm not getting it.
You have to get in. Stop.
I've never understood this. You got 3 cops, and you got this chick. I mean, she's pretty damn skinny, so I don't think she weighs more than $110, $115 maybe. And you got 3 cops, and like this guy, he looks pretty beefy to me, blurred picture and all. He looks pretty beefy. You're not gonna outfight them, so why fight? Just go along. But alcohol and drugs.
You're just gonna get another charge.
I don't care.
Not worth it.
That's frightening.
Not worth
I don't care. I'm not getting it. No. Pretty much. What girl? No.
Watch this. Got her.
Jenna is secured in the patrol car and whisked away to the police station, but not before sharing a few thoughts with police.
Do not take me to the police station.
13838. 13838. You cannot right now. You're under arrest.
Can I call my friends on this?
Not right now.
Please.
No.
Sir.
I'm just your transport. Well, we're about to be out. It's only like a quarter mile away. Hey, Jen, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can't. You're under arrest. Would you like me to open the window for you? Hey, Jen, would you like the window open? Jen? Well, here, I'll open the window a little bit for you, okay? There, give you some air. Get you out of headquarters here in a second, alright? Jen, in through your nose and out of your mouth. You can't right now. You can't right now. Just in through your nose and out through your mouth.
So I may be jaded, it's very possible, but these panic attacks, in these type of situations, I've actually seen panic attacks, but in these type of situations, they come off to me as wanting attention, trying to make yourself the spectacle, And you see it. Before she goes in, no problem. Once she comes out, no problem. But when she's en route, it's a production. Give the girl an Oscar. Actually, she's probably a better actress than most of the things in Hollywoods nowadays, but that's besides the point.
Okay. Hey, Jen, you gotta listen to me. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You're fine. You're fine. Just in. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, this is all recorded, just so you know. Okay.
Every time she screams idiot, I think of Chris Jericho. Stupid idiot.
Well, I'm gonna get you out in literally 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about you.
All Alright. I'm just trying to be pleasant with you. Okay. Yep. Maybe like less than a quarter mile. I'll be right with you, alright? Okay.
6-5, they contact to me, 23 Lexus, 4-door call.
Alright, you know what? Sit with the windows closed.
Portland, out of West New York.
Kidding me?
The officer arrives at the station when it's time for Jenna to make her grand entrance, and as you'll soon see, she doesn't skimp on the dramatics.
Alright, Jen. We're just going right over here. Right up this way. Well, unfortunately,
I don't want you to touch it.
too bad. Stop, please.
No. Idiot, don't touch me. I don't want you to touch it.
Then walk on your own. I just have to get your purse off, okay?
I don't care. It's hooked onto me, idiot.
Idiot, idiot, idiot. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Jenny. Jenny.
Can I go home?
Nope. Have a seat. Take a breath. Okay.
I just need to go home now. And I'm going to I want lawyers here.
Okay.
Lawyers, get out!
You're not going
Don't
to
touch
have
me.
a seat. Then have a seat
Okay.
and act right.
No.
Stop. Stop. Just make sure there's nothing in her pockets. Thank you.
No one
Nothing
touch
there.
me.
Don't.
I gotta go home.
You gotta pop your shoes off here. Stop. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I don't care.
One more time.
It's so stupid. I don't care.
Just take your shoes off,
No,
please.
I want to go home. I'm not. Can you get my shoes off, you idiot?
Alright. Come on, Jim.
God, I hated this thing when I was talking.
Let's go to the cell.
I'm not moving.
Okay, we'll just help you. But I would much rather you walk on your own.
Alright, Jim. We're gonna pick you up, alright?
Stand up, nice and easy, okay?
No. I want these off and I want to go home.
Okay, well, stomping on my foot and kicking your legs around is not going to change that.
I wasn't doing anything wrong, you idiots!
That's you.
I wasn't. That's something like I really wasn't.
That's great.
Stop.
You're kicking.
You know what? Stop.
Take these off me now.
You got her license?
Stop, please.
You need to stop, okay? You want to go home? Then stop. And just
Let
listen to
me go! Let me go home!
Stop kicking.
So you guys have better stuff to do, you idiots! Go and arrest somebody that's doing something bad! You idiots!
Well, now you got our attention, so you gotta...
No, you idiots! So you have anything better to do, you don't... Ow!
Stop. Stop. Okay, you're making it...
So I didn't notice this when I started this video, but apparently she's a 23-year-old school teacher. I don't think she's going to be a school teacher for much longer.
Stop!
Stop.
You guys are hurting
You got it,
me!
Dave?
You guys are hurting me! Ow! Ow!
Let me get those off you. Let me see the cuffs off. Stay right there. Stay right there.
I'm actually, you guys have a big lawsuit coming next.
I'll keep it.
Oh, we got the big lawsuit. So she must be taught the internet version of the sovereign citizen. Now, I don't think she is a sovereign citizen, but I mean, she's doing the lawsuit, and calling everyone an idiot and telling, it's amazing to me. I watch these videos and I'm amazed. It's the same playbook by the stupid and the insane. It kind of repeats itself.
Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. What's your name?
I'm Patrolman Lee.
Lee, what's your name?
Patrolman Boycott?
Okay. My lawyers will be calling you soon.
Just have a seat.
Officers manage to get Jenna into a cell when the 23-year-old decides it's time to deliver the punchline.
Just have a seat. We'll be right with you. Don't do it. Okay, well, now you must definitely catch it. Back off.
Oh, you want to punch me?
In the cell.
Crazy? Something like that. You want to punch me? Hey, girl hair.
You saw that right. Jenna lunges towards the officer and appears to try and escape the cell. Police give her some time to calm down before she has a request for officers.
A little over an hour.
Cool. And no water's allowed?
We don't have any other water right now.
That's crazy.
I'll look for a cup here in a second, but I have paperwork to do everything else, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
So as soon as
I'm
you're-
parched and I need water now.
Okay, well, this isn't the Hilton.
Don't care.
Okay.
Enough.
Would you like to keep acting like this and stay until 6 in the morning, or be released when your father gets here?
I didn't ask to calm her down.
I didn't. I never called your dad. I don't even know how they found out, but I spoke to Mom on the phone. She said your dad's on the way. As long as you're fine, I'll release you to him, okay?
Yeah. Okay, can I have a cup of water?
If I can find a cup, absolutely.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
The nice officer gets Jenna some water, but she's not exactly cooling down.
Do you know how far away?
What's that?
Do you know when they're convenient?
I talked to her maybe 10 minutes ago, so we figure I'm out in what, like, maybe another 15, 20, 25 minutes over
How did
here?
you call them?
Who?
My parents.
I didn't.
How?
Did you have any friends there with you? Maybe they asked and then they contacted?
No, that. But can I leave?
When your dad gets here?
I can't come out for them?
No,
Why?
because that's the way it works.
Can I ask you a question now?
Sure.
So, how long do you guys actually keep people, like, how long will that guy be here since nobody's kicking him out?
Honestly, bar break, and then we'll kick them loose.
How come I wasn't kicked loose then?
Because the bar isn't done yet. So that's normally what we do. Alright?
They threw me on the floor though.
Okay, you were also acting bananas.
Yeah.
Trying to kick everyone, trying to punch everyone.
Because they were being... I'm 105 pounds.
You can be 105 pounds and still call
Hey, I'm pretty good at that. I said 110 to 115, 105 pounds. I wasn't far off.
someone harm. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll let you know when Dad gets here.
Next, Jenna's dad arrives at the police station when one officer gets a chance to chat with him. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, good. I'm with Roman Lee. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You're Jenna's dad? Yes. Right. It might be a while. She's still ain't acting right. So, she still wants to demand water like this is the Hilton. She's still screaming at us, calling us names. So, I mean, I'm not really in the practice of getting disrespected and then just letting somebody go early. So, I know you came down here. I'll give her a shot for another 20 minutes or so. And then if she's fine, we'll get her out to you, okay?
What did she do? You don't want to listen?
And I can't really tell you. She's an adult. She's 24, but she's got some charges. So it'll be a court date. I'll make sure she has all the paperwork when she leaves. But, yeah, her conduct has not been wonderful. So,
She know here?
yeah, no, I let her know. Yeah, I mean, she's been accosting us over water, which I gave her a cup of water before, and she just wants more and more, and tell my dad and this and that, and okay, unfortunately,
Can I see her?
no, not right now. Like, we can't let civilians back in there, I apologize. All right, no, I mean, I get it, she's safe, she's in the cell, she's not, harmed or anything like that, but her actions right now are completely just ridiculous. So, all right, we gotta go. I'll be with you in a few, okay, sir?
Eventually, officers decide Jenna has calmed down enough to leave and escort her out.
F2's coming out. We're just gonna go right back to that first booking and get your property back. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Just make the right once you go out the door. Right this way. And then just, no, not this one, all the way down. And then just make a right in here. Alright, you toss your sneakers on.
Oh, what? They've been here for like 2 hours. I didn't have any water. Sorry. Crazy. It was a hard drinking the water time.
Here's all your property.
Where's that from?
You didn't have your phone with you. Let's see. Charges, there's noise, interference with business, defiant trespass, assault, and resisting. The court date, I'll circle on here for you. It's going to be June 12th at 9 a.m. What's that?
What do y'all get charged with?
As far as what?
You guys actually cut me in there.
Okay.
Give me water.
I got you water.
Yeah, after how long I'm asking? Do you have that on video?
Sure.
Cool. Can I have that video?
No, you can't. You have to ask for it.
Cool. I'm gonna call.
Okay.
Apparently not delivering water on command is now a felony, according to this girl. You can't make this shit up. You really can't.
Your dad's out in the lobby. I got your charges right here. Just June 12th, 9 a.m. And then I would just also contact the court. Make sure nothing changed with the court date or anything like that, okay?
Are you proud of yourself?
Or
Making a big arrest?
I didn't arrest you.
Just...
Can you make a right? This way? Okay. Just like this way. We're just going towards the brown door.
I don't know where I'm going.
Just right towards the brown door.
Jenna was booked for defiant trespass, disorderly conduct, assault on a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest.
Your dad should be right out here to the left.
You just have to be arrested.
Okay, have a nice day. Have a good one, sir.
Court records show Jenna later accepted a plea deal and pleaded guilty to lesser charges.
And there we go. So it was minor compared to some of the other videos I've shown you, but these people, they just make me laugh. They make me laugh. It's like, come on. You look at her and you can see written all over that face, resting bitch face. Just, you knew you were in for it and she didn't fail to deliver. You really wonder what goes on in the head of these people. You really do. Anyway, that's my video for this week. It's not as funny as some of the other ones, but it's, you know, like I said, my heart goes out to the police officers. They have to deal with these people. And these people just, they seem to be determined to just make it as rough and problematic as humanly possible. And yeah, anyway, that's the video for this week. If you like the video, leave a like, a subscribe, and a share. I'm trying to grow my channel, and a like, a subscribe, and a share does me wonders, and I do appreciate it. It takes 1 second to subscribe, costs you absolutely nothing, helps me immensely. Just hit the subscribe button on the bottom of the screen. Always feel free to leave a comment. I encourage everybody to leave a comment. Not only does it get us interacting, but it really does help me with the YouTube algorithm and getting more eyes on my videos. And as always, pew 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 and shit. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.